Hello, welcome to the Yarn and Yarns YouTube channel. My name is Angela and all of the places you can find me should be linked in the description box below this video. Welcome to the final part in my halfway Advent catch-up. I'm chatting about my Flourish Fibres Advent today, which was a wonderful gift that was given to me by the lovely Fee, the dyer at Flourish Fibres. So I'll pop a link to the first part of this if you haven't watched that. And during that video I opened up days 1 to 9 of that Advent. So I'm going to hand over to past me to show you what came in days 10 to 12 of that Advent calendar. Day 10 of Flourish Fibres Advent. Oh, that's interesting. There are no clues on this bag. It just says 10 with nothing on the back. Wonder if a label has fallen off somewhere. I can't see one, obviously, so I'll have a look for that later in case it's got stuck to another bag. So no clues today, I'm afraid. No guesses. We had, what did we have yesterday? Did we have pink yesterday? Yes, we have pink yesterday. So let's go for a red today. I don't know how easy it is to get reds in natural dyes, but a random guess plucked from the air. Oh no, not at all. This beautiful olive green with almost some hints of brown through it. I love that colour. That is absolutely gorgeous. I'm a sucker for greens and browns at the moment, as well as my favourite orange. I don't know what's going on, just all of the autumns. That is beautiful. So I'm going to pop that back in my bag because I'm quite a few minis behind now. I managed to start on day 5 last night. I put in, I think when I recorded my video I was popping in skein 4 and I knit through all of that yesterday evening and joined in skein 5, but I'm a bit worried that I might forget to which order they're coming in, so I'm just popping them in the bags into my project bag for now so I don't lose track. Day 11 of the Flourish Fibres calendar. Couldn't find my words then. On the back it says who knows what it says because I can't speak. Would you like to read that for yourself? As evidently I'm not any good telling you what it is. It's ivy berries with iron modifier. I got the iron and the ivy the wrong way around. Now I know we had ivy leaves, which was a pale yellow. Berries are not the leaves. Genius. I am such a genius. Can you tell it's Friday and I've got that end of the week brain? I have no idea what iron does to natural dyes in terms of colour. I'm going to say brown. Oh, it's another green. Aha! We're having a green day today and we had that beautiful sort of khaki green yesterday, so that's going to look really lovely next to that colour from yesterday. I've got a little bit further on with my habitation throw now. I think I am into day 6 of the knitting. I thought I might quickly show you how I'm keeping a bit of a sort of somewhat permanent record of my Advents this year. I might do a proper journaling update video at some point during Vlogmas because I haven't done a journaling video for a while and I know some of you enjoy those. But all through 2020 I've been working in this Muji notebook, which kind of has a blank page and a week sort of day by day page, and a few sort of limitations in this kind of style of notebook. So I'm experimenting with a new style. I picked up this really simple bullet planner from Tiger here in the UK, and rather than entirely wait until next year to start, I've been starting in December, and one of the things that I have been starting with is a little Advent tracker, just as a way to keep a little record of what I've been getting in my Advent. So I need to kind of finish the grid properly, but across the top here I've got, this is my friend swap Advent, this is the Advent from Caroline, I've got my Flourish Fibres and my spinning calendar, and I'm just kind of, I have these Marve Le Plume pens which I've had for ever and a day, and most of them are drying out now, but they're kind of perfect for this kind of thing. So literally I am just colouring in each square with a rough approximation of the colour that's been in that package. And then I've got a few notes on the squares. So for the spinning calendar, I'm just making a note of whether it was a bat or a braid. For the Flourish Fibres Advent, I'm keeping a note of what was used to dye that skein. In Caroline's Advent, I'm just keeping a note of which days I had fibre and which days I had yarn. And then in my friend swap, I'm keeping a note of who the package came from. And then if there are any details about the yarn, I'm writing those in as well. So hopefully I'll have a nice colourful spread by the end of Advent, with kind of a bit of a visual colour memory of things that were in my Advent packages this year. Obviously my colour representations aren't entirely accurate because I have this kind of limited set of pens, which are never going to be all of the shades in my lovely Advent, but kind of interesting that I kind of had different shades of green across the board today. Day 12 of my lovely Flourish Fibres Advent, and today is buckthorn bark. We've definitely had buckthorn berries, and I'm pretty sure that this gave a yellowy colour. So this is buckthorn bark, so I'm going to stick with brown. Bark is brown, yeah. So let's tuck in and have a look. Almost, yeah, definitely a brown. It's on the lighter brown side. Almost got a sort of peachy tone to it, but yeah, that is lovely. Love that. Of the 4 of my Advent calendars, this is the one that I'm most behind on. I always knew that it would be a struggle to keep up with 4 Advent calendars, but I have made progress, and I am so enjoying knitting the beautiful naturally dyed colours in this blanket. So I know that at some point I will either get caught up or I will be inspired to work on this project to finish, because like I said, the yarns are so beautiful. They just want to be knitted with straight away. It's just time rather than inclination that is scuppering me on this project. So I'm keeping my project in this lovely bag at the moment. It's from Eldenwood Craft, and it was a kind of like a Christmas club bag. I don't think she's had this fabric sort of available generally, although I might be wrong. It was from a few years ago, a collaboration with Yantan Tetherer Yarns, the lovely Helen. So in here I have got minis that are still in their daily packages waiting to be added. I got to the point where I was quite a few days behind with this, and I thought if I wound the minis up and just left them in this bag, I would start to get confused with what colour comes next. So I've taken to winding up a couple of skeins at a time as I need them. Okay, so I've got days 9 to 13 in here to catch up on. So I'm on day I'm recording this on day 14. I've literally just opened the 14th package. So as of today, I'm kind of 6 days behind, or 6.5 days behind. So I think it'll be probably a bit too much of a feat for me to be able to catch up at this point. But I am going to make progress as and when I can. I'm knitting this glorious, really bright mini at the moment, which might have been the World colourway. I'm starting to lose track of which colours were which, but you'll have seen that in my openings. So this is where I am with my habitation throw. So I think it has grown a bit since you last saw it. Maybe I was around here in this kind of area last time you saw this blanket. I was definitely working on some yellows. I can't remember if I'd moved into the lilacs. So I have just moved into the yellow mini skein, so I've got a fair bit of knitting to do, but this catches me up with my sort of pre-wound minis. So I think maybe before I end this video I shall wind up the next couple of yarns so that I'm ready to go. And I'm contemplating going for a walk in a bit because it's a really nice sunny day, so maybe I think it's still going to be pretty chilly out there, maybe just for something a little bit different for this little video series. Perhaps I'll take this project with me and we'll do maybe 10 or 15 minutes of beach knitting on my habitation. Let's see if that happens. I think I might have missed the best of this morning's weather. It's quite cloudy now, but it's okay. It's pretty mild. There's no breeze or anything, which is nice, so I can definitely sit and knit for a while. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed revisiting my Habitations row. It's a pattern by Curious Handmade. Helen, I want to say her name is, I've forgotten, I'm so sorry. But there'll be a link to my project below. It will be a Ravelry link. Perfect knit for this time of year because it's a very repetitive pattern so far. At some point in the not too distant future, I'll actually be at the halfway point and I'll be starting to decrease. At the moment I'm still increasing, so I'm working on 8, so 9, 10, 11, and then halfway through my 12th mini skein I need to start decreasing. I think the pattern says when you've used about 45% of your yarn you should start on the decrease, so that will be about halfway through my 12th skein, I think. So at least that's what I'm going to go for. If I end up having to, I've got a few other naturally dyed mini skeins in my stash, so if I end up miscalculating and having to add something a little bit extra to finish off the blanket, then so be it. But yeah, it's looking so pretty, so pretty. Such a joy to work with these colours, and the colours that Fee manages to get from her natural dyeing are just amazing, aren't they? Just amazing. So yeah, thank you for joining me for this catch up on my progress for my Habitations row. I really do appreciate you spending some time with me, and until we get to spend time together again, I hope you get to do some of the things that you enjoy. Great big woolly hugs to you all. Bye for now.